I was hoping I will keep quiet. I didn't want to say anything concerning this. I didn't want to comment. I just wanted to keep moving. But somehow, this is a trigger to me. I didn't want to say anything the first time I saw the video. And I didn't want to say or to comment or to say anything. Besides, I don't feel entitled to say anything concerning what I saw going around on social media about Seems Right. If you have watched one of my videos, you will know that I've once said or always said things about being in a toxic relationship, in a toxic environment, in a toxic marriage. There are a lot of things that are happening around that. I would say to Seems Right, kudos to you. You walk away when you are still alive, intact, everything in you still good. Whew, I don't know. Yeah, this is so hard to me to talk about, but I'll try to be strong. I've said many times that I grew up in a very abusive environment where my father was physically, emotionally abusing our mother. Even it came to an extent that we felt the abused. We felt as kids how our mother was abused. We were so afraid about what will happen to her. Even when we went to bed at night, we will be so afraid that in the morning she will be still alive. The extent of physical abuse my father he will even use an axe. Sometimes he will use big things, like you can just think about any big oh god, yeah, he will be using anything to hit our mother. There was a time where our mother was hit and he fainted the whole night. We were with her outside, sleeping outside our house. There were only 3 houses where we were staying because we were staying in a farm. I don't want to go into details about that, but I just want to say to her, some of us, we understand what you went through, and some of us, we understand why you stayed for so long. Because even us as kids, we will ask ourselves this question: why is our mother staying? We couldn't understand why. Even now, till this day, I don't understand her reasoning behind staying with our father. But we understand it's not easy. We understand that there are a lot of things involved in you making a decision. Because our father will go, maybe my father and my mother will fight. My father will disappear maybe for a month or 2 months, or sometimes the longest time he went away was 2 years. When he came back, he apologized. I don't know, because we were not told what he said. They went back together. We were happy only for 2 months. Even as kids, when our father came back, we were happy that maybe this time around things will be better. But it never got better. After 2 months, it's all started again. As people are saying that you will forgive him and you'll go back to him, I just pray that you don't, because I'm just hoping that you will get this video, because physical abuse, it does not only affect you as a mother, it affects the people around you. Even if your kids can see what he was doing to you, that also affects them in a very negative way, like it has affected me. What my mother went through, in a very negative way. Even now, I am old, but this thing still hurts me, and I still have questions that no one can ever answer to. And in such an extent, it even affects the relationships I have with other people, because I don't trust easy. There are a lot of things that are happening because there was only one person that you thought was there for you. He was the only person that was the one abusing, physically, emotionally abusing you. Sorry guys, this is very hard. Other women, they come out and they attack one another. They attack that woman that's saying, I've went through this, I've experienced this. this is my story, and we started to question why can't we just have human in us and understand that people have reasons, and the reason that she had, they may not be your reason. You may not be experienced what she experienced, but she had a right of her own to decide what she decided. I'm saying to you, I've seen videos going around, and I know maybe mine will not make any difference to what other people have said, but I'm hoping that someone's out there will see this video and say, I understand, and I am, as a woman, saying enough is enough. Let's say enough is enough. Let's not question and ask. Even if a person cheated in a relationship, no one has a right to raise the hand and beat that person. No one has a right to do that. I've been there. My mother was a good person. A good person. I don't know behind closed doors, but I know her. People can vouch for me that my mother was a good person. To us, to our father, to the relative, to the community, my mother was the best. A very quiet woman, a very decent one. But in that, she was abused. Sometimes, I'm telling you, the beating will start us in our presence, sitting down eating. He will start saying something else, and then it will start, and he will start beating her. Sometimes he will even accuse her of a man in the house while he is still there. He said, who is this man who's talking in my house? Who is this man who's making noise? I know that you hidden a man under the bed. He will go around in the house searching for a man, and out of that, my mother will get a beating. Out of that. So I'm not saying what he posted or whatever, but I'm saying if a person is abusive, he does not have a reason to abuse. He just find anything to make it that it seems right for him to abuse that person. So with all that being said, guys, thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Kudos. Bye bye. Okay, where I was okay. I was trying to emphasize the fact that whatever seems right went through, whatever decisions he decided to stay for so long in that environment, her reasons are her own reasons, and I think in her own right he owns up to them, and maybe he even asking herself, why did I stay this long? But if I believe that if anyone has not experienced that, anyone cannot judge. Why did you stay? Why? Or we are doubting that, yes, you cheated. He has a right to beat you. No one has a right to beat anyone in this world. No one. No one. Because that thing, the only person that you trusted the most, because when you go to bed, close your eyes, you sleep next to this person, trusting your life in his hands, sometimes eating food from that person. You trust that person with everything in you, and no one, I believe no one is getting married to get divorced because of some reasons. Yes, there are deal breakers in marriages, there are deal breakers in everything. Not all of us, we are having the same deal breakers, and not all of us, we can take what others cannot take. Some can take some of the things, some they cannot. But I'm telling you, as I've experienced what I've experienced as a child, it's not easy to be in an environment like that. It's not easy as a child. I'm saying to you, big up to you. You did take a good decision for the sake of your children and for the sake of yourself. You said you will not, you could not even talk about this if he did not post what he posted, but you are forced to say anything, and you don't owe him anything to either protect him or anything. I'm here to say to every woman out there, if any woman comes out. That's why we are having so many GBV, because when a woman starts to speak out, other women come out and attack that woman. They're saying you deserve it, or they are saying